Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 welcome to breakfast. It's more or less 1 year later since my last breakfast video, and I decided it's time for a new one, so let's do the breakfast thing. First, I got a tea bag, and it's chai, rooibos, vanilla. It's chai, which means its flavor is also some spices. For example, cinnamon and cardamom, orange, ginger, and Nelken. I don't know what Nelken is in English. Yeah, anyways, all the good stuff they put into the masala chai in India, they put in here as well. And because tea bags are very soundful, I really like doing ASMR with tea bags. Yeah, and of course, we're gonna brew it up now with hot water. That's that. This can extinguish all the flavor. I have to repositioning the microphone. I think I have to do it like this. Okay, what do we have here for breakfast today? I have an apple, which I bought in an organic farmer's shop. Apple is very healthy. 1 apple a day keeps the doctors away. You know that, right? It's very good for your health, digestion, and everything. It looks a bit like the Snow White apple, right? When we do it a little bit like this. And this is for my hair. I don't need it right now, but I do need some rubber around my brace things as a brace, because I need to have something to fiddle around with when stress gets higher during the day or somehow, and I leave it on in the nights as well. And I discovered this as very joyful. Yeah. So the tea is doing tea stuff now. And normally in the mornings I'm a sweet tooth, you know. I like to eat sweet for breakfast, but I also have some salad rests from the evening we had yesterday. This is a wine leaf rice thing from the Greeks, eat that, and the Turkish people as well. It's called damatika or dolmades. And we have some cheese from goat cheese. It's goat cheese, tomatoes, cucumber and olives, and on top of it, it's Parmesan, sprinkled Parmesan. So then we have an egg, but it's not. We most of the time eat the eggs middle, which means it's soft and hard both. But these are hard-boiled eggs. So, and Nutella, not every morning, but now I do have appetite for Nutella. I ate it the last time last year. Sounds very far away, but it isn't, because it's January the 12th. So, and I did eat some Vollkorn toast, which means it's not white, a little bit corn leafed in, better for digestion. And I don't prefer the white one. And I do it in the toaster because I like my toast very well toasted, very dark and crunchy. For another drink, I do have orange juice here, and I say cheers to the New Year's. Have a healthy, long and prosper life. It's very good. Sometimes when we do have oranges in the house, we make orange juice, fresh orange juice, but we don't have, so we have to drink the concentrated orange juice and mix it with some water because it's very strong in taste. Yeah, and I want to show you some present I got for Christmas from my colleague at work. And she's very talented and very talented in doing stuff handcrafted, like knot knitting, sewing, and cook things like making jam on her own, and tasted sugar and tasted salt. Bärlauch sides. The Bärlauch is similar to garlic, but not that strong. She made a salt out of it, and then she made a salt out of celery. Celery is not celery, right? Oh, I'm really lost at food stuff. And she made a marmalade jam. It's a jam out of quitten, which is nearly similar to kumquat, I think. Okay. And you can see here my sound system. I have to check always the sound. We open the present together now. I don't want to destroy it, so I have to open it very carefully, because we reuse stuff often when we get presents. I'm talking about me because my partner and I did it teamwork, collecting present paper and ribbons. So, oh, yeah, the bread is ready, but it's really dark now. Oh, okay. Oh, it's really dark. I have to scratch it off. Okay, the toaster is really powerful. I have to do it like this, but the smell is heavenly. I really love the smell of fresh toasted bread. See, now we have a green ribbon we can use again. And this I really like, because we have to be sustainable these days where consumption eats us up. Fast fashion and stuff. I have a belief. I don't stress myself about that. You can't do everything right, but you can try to give your best. Look how sweet. She put some ornaments, some Christmassy ornaments around that, and with a little paper and a nice ribbon, candy cane ribbon, and here she printed on what it is inside. This is the salt that tastes like garlic, but isn't garlic, it's Bärlauch. In Germany we say Bärlauch. I have no idea what it's called in English. And this is orange sugar. This is very good for making desserts and cakes. So you don't have to use the artificial stuff from the supermarket. She bought, every year she's buying organic oranges, and from these oranges you can use the peel and scrub it through a scrubby thing, and then mix it up with sugar, and you can use all the sugar you like. For example, stevia sugar substitute, or xylite, or you can use brown sugar, any type of, or you can just leave it like scrubbed orange peel. And yeah, this is also very cute in a little high glass, and on it's the cork. Here I can show you. I got that last year as well, so I know for sure it's a cork thing. Oh, this is hard to open. You have to lose it up again. And ta-da! There you can see the little cork. So cute, right? Tastes like orange. Smells like orange. Smells like teen spirit. Funny, how funny I am. So let's taste the tea now. It's got 8 minutes for getting ready. 8 minutes. 8 minutes are complete. Now my glasses get foggy. Very good. And I don't need that sweet because I'm going to eat sweet now, so that's the trick. And here we have the jam, the quitten jam. It's a cute, cute thing. So I open it. We open it together. Okay. There it was. Smells good. It doesn't look nice, but it's going to taste heavenly, I can tell, because I tasted before. The little polka dots look cute. And here we have the celery, salt again with some little ornaments. So cute. And with that, you know what? You can you can make your presents next year or this year, Christmas 2026. You can pimp up the presents with that stuff. You can take the ribbons or you can maybe put them on the Christmas tree. You saw mine. We undressed it yesterday and put it out on the street. So the have to scratch off a little bit of that very, very dark, too dark. Oh, roasted bread. Yeah, the community organize these tree collecting garbage vans. So they do that in the whole city during the January. Or you can go to IKEA and celebrate Knut. At IKEA, I don't know if your IKEA, if they do it in every IKEA all around the world, but here they celebrate Knut, so that means you bring your Christmas tree without the things on it, just the naked tree, bring it there, and then play Christmas tree wide throwing. And the wider you throw, the more the chances is higher that you get a present of it. But we only did it once. So now I have some butter. I like to eat butter, but we also use margarine. And there I really prefer some labels. I am picky in margarine eating because of the flavor. I don't like any margarine flavor. So we put some butter on the toast. Let's have another sip of tea, my dear. I really hope you like the sounds you hear in this video. Okay, what do I eat first? I'm going to try first the marmalade, because the spoon for the egg is still clean, so I dip it into the marmalade. Of course, you have to consume this self-made marmalade faster than the bought one, because all of this artificial stuff which makes hold it longer isn't in this self-made marmalade, except from sugar, which conservates it as well. Very good, but I don't want to mix any food rests with the marmalade, because otherwise it gets bad too early. Okay, let's bite. Let's have a bite. Yeah, the crunch is good. The taste is good. Outside the weather is great today. We had a beautiful sunset. We live in front of a church tower, and the clock has golden thingies. And when the sun comes up from that side, it shines directly to the church tower on that golden clock. It looks so nice, and the heaven look like, I don't know, sugar coated, bluish, pinkish pastel colors. Very pretty. And when I look out of the kitchen window over there, I saw the sun coming up for this day, and the heaven was orange and red, but now 1 hour later, just clouds are here, and the sky is gray, California dreaming on such a winter's day. All the leaves are brown, all the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray, I've been for a walk on that winter's day. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Step into a church. I got them on my knees. I pretend to pray. Most of the time I'm not actually listening to the lyrics. That's the reason for I only sing as I heard the words or the melody of the sentence and the words, but I don't really recognize what I'm singing for vocabulary. So sometimes I'm singing lyrics like little children, like they hear language. The words doesn't exist, or it doesn't make any sense at all. Like when you do karaoke. When you do karaoke, you recognize that you don't know the lyrics at all, because they're standing the lyrics and you said, well, I was always singing Agathe Bauer, not I Got the Power. And Agathe Bauer is a name in Germany. It's a German name, Agathe Bauer. Yeah, so I like a running joke. I misheard the lyrics. And what I also really like is to mix when I have toast, sweet toast in my mouth, to mix the toast and the sweetness with a sip of tea. Which makes the tea flavor sweet as well. Actually, I wanted to eat honey today as well, because we have a very good honey from honey maker here in Berlin, or around Berlin city. Berlin is an uncommonly very green city. We do have a lot of places where plants and where bees can find food, and it's a modern thing to collect honey from the bees on the rooftops of the city buildings, and so the honey makers collecting their money and their honey and the money from it, because it's very expensive, but it's not fabric or mixed with other sweet syrups, artificial syrups. It's pure honey and it's very slow and cold, tumbled, so the process is taking longer. It's, they are small businesses, so they have to make the costs, they have higher costs, and so they have to sell it for more money. But when you eat it like how can I say that, Genussmittel in English, for just your pleasure now and then, not regularly, then it becomes affordable. Let's say it. Well, and chocolate, the chocolate prices are humongous these days. Now I'm going to eat Nutella. Let's open the glass. It's fresh. It's a fresh glass. And I do like, I tell you what I do like. Maybe you share that with me. You find that very pleasing as well. You can write me in the comments if you're still awake. Most of the times these videos aren't very successful and very often clicked because I don't wear any makeup. I'm just out of bed. I got just out of bed and that's how I look like. So, but I really do like these sort of videos, so very natural. I do like them. I do like making them, and I do like watching them as well. So I do like these lid sounds. I really like plastic tapping. Sometimes glass tapping and alu tapping sounds nice as well. This is a pleasing sound. Very, very good. Tingly. Does depend on, but the polka dots are looking very cute. And what else I do like is to stick a hole with my nail into that foil. We do that together. Do it here, or I do it with my thumb. It's very loud, isn't it? It's really loud. I must say I really love my fake nails. I really love my acrylic nails because they are a total trigger. I like how they look and I love how they sound. And my own nails are very thin, and for always they were very thin. And now it's better with all that acrylic on, but the sound stitching into that foil from Nutella glass is better when you have a natural nail sticking into it. But you can't have everything, right? And here we have some bubbles in it. It doesn't look very nice, and I do have to stick it, pinch them. Pinching the bubbles. Pinch. It's like pimples. So I think we got all the bubbles. And now I'm taking good, like this, and smear it on the toast. Yes. And in the background you can hear the refrigerator making sounds, noises. Now I got a watery mouth. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 So, yes, this is it. And I really do like Nutella on toast, toasted toast. But also a very corny bread, which I haven't here right now because we're empty out of stuff after the weekend. And I do like Nutella on white bread toast and white bread from the bakery, like the little, we call it here Brötchen. I have no idea what's the name in the US or UK or wherever, from wherever you watch that video. We call it Brötchen. It's like the French brioche, but not sweet and not that soft. Mm-hmm. Mm. But I know in Vietnam they have similar breads. It's like baguette. Mm-hmm. Like a baguette bread. It's crunchy from the outside, and on the inside it's soft white bread, not sweet. And in Vietnam they do have bun. There is a dish called banh mi, which is the bread, and inside it's filled with whatever you want. Banh mi. In India they don't have. I never saw that. At least I never saw that. Over there we only get white bread like toast. And so they in Vietnam and in India they do have complete different breakfast than us Europeans. They eat in Vietnam they eat soup. We once traveled to Vietnam and stayed in a hotel with breakfast. It was complimentary breakfast, and it was, well, in brackets, traditional complimentary breakfast. So we had no idea what that meant. And came into the kitchen, breakfast room, and they were serving soup, only soup. And I was going crazy because I can't eat soup in the morning. Can't do that. So the result is we didn't take the breakfast there and went outside looking for bread, cake, something like that, breakfast, because yeah, we're so used to it. But once we traveled to Thailand, and in Bangkok we stayed at a hotel. It was like a hotel where events were happening, and they had a very big buffet, and they had everything there, but most of the stuff looked very unfamiliar. So we tried everything. That was very interesting. I really liked that. Yeah, and they do had sweet stuff as well, like cereals, So I ate I ate some cereals, and after that I tried all the Asian stuff. That was very good. And now, to neutralize that sweetness, I drink another sip of tea. Outside, we have winter, and you can hear the little vans making the streets clear from the snow and putting some granola on the streets so that it's not slippery. Maybe I will have some. Where is my knife? I forgot my knife for the apple. Let's pause this video. So I'm back with a knife, and I found a little orange. I have to check if it's okay. Oh no, I think it's a little bit too long. Lasted. Not sure if I can eat that. I have a very good radar for food that isn't good anymore. Okay, that I can't eat, but this I think I still can eat. This I will eat. Perfectly fine. We use this as decoration for the Christmas plate, where we put self-baked Christmas cookies on it, and Christmas chocolate. Here in Germany, we are a little bit crazy with Christmas chocolate. Christmas chocolate is like Lebkuchen, which is spiced bread, like gingerbread, but with chocolate around and stuff in it, like nuts and something like that. And we did with Dominosteine, which is made out of its little it's like cake, marzipan, and like jelly, very hard jelly, like gel. And around all that is chocolate as well, dark chocolate mostly, but there is nowadays there are white chocolate Dominosteine or milk chocolate Dominosteine as well available. Or little Lebkuchenherzen, which are very sweet, which is gingerbread dough, and in it is a spritz of marmalade, and it's formed like a heart. It's shaped like a heart, and around all that it's most of the time like this, the size, and around that is chocolate. And with all that stuff we put on the Christmas plates, we garnish it with oranges, small oranges, clementines, tangerines. Good. Everything was totally mixed up here at my Christmas table. Mm. Mm. I wanted to say breakfast table. So let's eat some veggies. I still have Nutella on the corners. Very delicious. I do love olives. Till I was 25 or so, I hated olives. And then I was in a Turkish restaurant and they served these black olives. And they didn't taste it very olive-y-ish. And I recognized that I really love them. And nowadays, I even love the tasty olives. And this is how the taste is changing over the years, I wanted to say. Yeah. Do you say tomato or tomato? Potato or potato? It's delicious too. And we do use oil. So we only use oil and vinegar for our shells. And some herbs and spices. No salt. And we do use very, very organic and high quality olive oil. And it's becoming very expensive since last year or the year before. No, I think since last year. Because in Greek, where they produce it, the olive oil we buy there, because they don't have any rain anymore, so they're not able to water the olive trees. And yeah, that's very sad. So olive oil becomes very rare and therefore very expensive, like diamonds. Of course, it also has something to do not with less rain, but with more tourism. The tourists on the islands needing that much water for taking showers, for the pool. So the water reservoirs they collecting in little seas are very low and dry because there is no rain to fill them anymore. That's a problem, so they have to work with unsalting generators to get sweet water. Well, that's especially problematic on the islands like Naxos or Santorini, Corfu, Samos, which is very famous after the Mamma Mia ABBA movie was shooted there, I guess, It was Samos with a little cathedral on the top of the mountain where the wedding was. Yeah. So I'm very aware these days how lucky I am to live in a country where there is no war, and although Berlin City feeling more and more like becoming Gotham City from Batman without a Batman, it's somehow manageable to live here. It's not that expensive like London or New York. But the older I get, the more I have the urge of not living in the city anymore. Because it's exhausting. Managing all the people, all the craziness of all the people coming together, feeling like a melting pot. And everyone is becoming more and more crazy and more political. You can't afford of not being political these days anymore, which is exhausting as well. Because I was born in 75, so I had the luxurious position of never felt the urge of thinking in political structures or parties, left wing, right wing. I always liked the in the middle things, but it's getting hard these days. And it's almost not affordable being a member of a in the middle, in between party. So therefore you have to decide, are you left wing or right wing? By the way, this apple tastes very delicious. It's sour, it's sweet, and it's very juicy, but not too juicy. And it's really good. Yeah. And as a child growing up in a city, I'm nearly not capable of producing anything because my interests are more in a the field of art and creativity. I'm not able to. Well, I can bake bread or cake and I can cook, but I'm not able of making my own butter or my own potatoes. because I don't have a garden. Mm. No, I am really a consumption victim. Hmm. I think outside is a building site, so maybe it makes sense to stop this video here because I think I can hear the sounds from the outside building site. Maybe it doesn't bothering you. But first I'm going to peel this egg. Do you know the trick where you can, let me show you what I mean. It looks a little bit brutal, and I don't know if it's really good for this ASMR stuff right now because it's going to be very loud, probably. But let me show you how to peel off an egg very efficiently when it's hard boiled. Just in case you didn't know, you let it plunge on the surface and then press it down a little bit and roll it like this around the surface. And do that here as well and here as well. Until all the eggshell is broken into little small pieces, and then you can crack it a little bit more. So, and now let's have a look how easy it's going to be peeled. First, you must find one hole where you can put up. Now start, and it's very easy, like in big pieces. You can just take it off like that. I saw that, I don't know where, in a video. Okay. And I eat my egg with salt. Sometimes I eat my egg with curry. My boyfriend eat his egg with pepper. No, perfect. It's hard. But very good. Very delicious. And I think it's very healthy being thankful for all that food I'm able to eat because all that process how food is generated, Yeah. And now I feel very satisfied because it was a very tasty of everything breakfast. And now we are hitting the 1 hour, in about 5 minutes. And maybe you're sleeping right now, or you're feeling sleepy, or you feel, I don't know what, entertained or something like that. And you know what really keeps me going, besides just doing it and loving the process of doing it, is when I get feedback from you. And so, of course, I would be really glad if you like this video and leave a comment and even a subscription. I know I'm not a very regularly posting content creator. Consistency is a thing. I'm not capable of doing it in my creative and private life. I'm just capable of doing it in my job. And maybe that's all what I can give. Yeah, but hopefully you're taking it and loving it. And if you want to have more of that, let me know in the comments, of course. And if you like, you can have a sneak peek on my German channel. It's called Sylvie Flüster ASMR, which means Sylvie Whisper. But I tend to switch it back to German because my Sylvie Flüster channel is mostly watched by German-speaking people. This channel is my English one, so I can practice a little bit of English, and because otherwise I don't get any chance doing that. Okay, so I wish you all the best for the new year, and that you are feeling healthy and wealthy and lucky and happy. Okay, I'll leave you with a goodbye and have a good sleep, my dear. And a very pleasant good night. Good night. Pleasant is my Lieblingsword, my favorite word right now. Pleasant. Pleasant. Pleasant is a nice word. It does have a nice sound. Pleasant. Goodbye, my dear. Goodbye. Goodbye, my dear.